They laughed when she walked on stage. They whispered when they saw her white cane. And when the famous pianist leaned in to mock her, no one expected what would happen next. But when her fingers touched the piano, the world would never forget. This is the story of Amara, the blind girl who played the impossible. Make sure to subscribe for more inspiring stories. And share this one with someone who needs to believe again. Amara was born in a small town in Georgia. Blind from birth, she never saw the keys of a piano. But she felt them, her mother said. She used to crawl towards sound, not light. At age 5, she found an old keyboard at a church donation center. And from the first note, something awakened in her. Music became her vision. Her way of seeing emotions, every key a word, every melody a sentence. But not everyone believed in her. By 13, Amara had learned to play classical music by ear. No sheet music, no formal teacher, just soul. Then came the big opportunity. A local music academy invited her to audition in front of a live crowd. The event was hosted by a world-famous pianist. Let's call him Mr. Gray. Brilliant, proud, and not very kind. When Amara arrived backstage, cane in hand, he glanced at her and said, "We have a real prodigy tonight. Can she even find the piano?" Some laughed. She didn't. Before the performance, Mr. Gray introduced her with a smirk. "Our next performer doesn't read music, doesn't see. But apparently, she hears something we don't let see." The crowd chuckled. Amara stood still, breathed deeply, and walked to the piano. Her cane tapped the wooden stage like a countdown. Tap, 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 then silence. Her fingers hovered above the keys. The crowd held its breath, and then she played. Not just notes, but emotions. Her song wasn't written, it was born in that moment. Grief, joy, fear, hope. They all danced through her fingers. People stopped whispering. Mr. Gray stopped smirking. A woman in the front row wiped a tear. The entire hall felt it. This wasn't just talent. This was something rare, pure, untouched by ego or fame. Halfway through, Mr. Gray leaned forward, his eyes wide. And for the first time in his career, he had nothing to say by the time Amara finished. There was no applause, just stunned silence. Then one clap, then two, then a standing ovation. Amara stood up, gave a small smile, and turned to leave. But Mr. Gray called out, "Wait." He walked up to her. No mic, no script. "Just humility," he said. "I judged you before hearing a single note. And now I realize I've never heard music until today." The crowd gasped. Amara simply nodded and said, "Sometimes when you can't see people, you hear who they truly are." Today, Amara teaches music to children with disabilities. She never entered music competitions. She never chased fame, because her goal was never applause. It was expression, she says. "When people hear my music, I hope they stop seeing limits." She's played in over 20 countries, been honored by foundations. But she always remembers that moment, on that stage, when she turned mockery into mel.